And everybody always says the same thing. There's a fondness, and a warmth about the home.
If you create environments where kids are nurtured and safe and treated with respect, they do very well.
Nothing is more important than giving a kid every opportunity they have to make something out of their life.
Our story begins in 1799, when, according to written accounts, a few high-minded and kind-hearted women stepped beyond what was then considered the limit of female duty and announced themselves ready to receive the most needy of orphans who might be presented. Today, the doors of the Home for Little Wanderers, the oldest child welfare agency in the nation, are still open. But behind the quaint name is a vibrant organization delivering an array of services for children and youth aged from birth to 21.
The Home's work has always been guided by a belief in the right of all children to be safe, nurtured, and developed to reach their full potential. That is a direct connection to the founders, and it extends back over 200 years. Today, we embrace the mission of ensuring the healthy, emotional, mental, and social development of not just the children who live in at-risk circumstances, but their families and their communities as well. We do that every day in a variety of ways.
Sometimes the home is a temporary surrogate parent to children in our residences, like Harrington House, a 12-bed group home that offers a structured, home-like living environment for kids 8 to 13. Or Roxbury House, a safe haven for 12 adolescent boys who are working to reunite with their families or perhaps prepare for independent living.
Get kids in, stabilize them, give them what they need, get the family support, and get them back home. People have recognized that you can't just work with the kid, you have to work with the family. You see kids who come in who may necessarily not have the best self-esteem and don't have all these different supports, and then within a month you can see the difference in the kids here. We try never to give up on kids. We never give up on boys, and we don't allow them to give up on themselves.
Often you will find the home is out in the community, delivering services where they're needed most. The Child and Family Counseling Center operates a mental health clinic and provides support to over 20 area schools. And working with community partners, the preschool outreach program identifies children under 6 who could benefit from preventive interventions.
What color should the horse be? Blue or red or one of the other colors?
What color?
Okay.
The portfolio of programs offered by the home includes therapeutic residential treatment and special education services. The Clifford School at Longview Farm is one of the home's 3 state-approved year-round schools for residential and day students.
Because we work so closely and with so many hours with these students, we establish relationships, strong bonding relationships that are extremely helpful in helping these kids foster some change in their behaviors.
More and more, the home is bringing services directly into the homes of children and families at risk. Families like the Vivians.
When the home came into our home, no one thought I was going to live to see 16. I was suicidal and cutting, running away, not going to school, drinking alcohol at a very young age.
Maybe I went about it the wrong way, I don't know, but Alicia totally shut down until we ended in an emergency room.
Therapists Betsy Buckley and Darcy Surrett came into the Vivians' lives as part of the home's Safe at Home program.
I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I didn't think someone coming into our house could help. How could they help us talk? They don't know what's going on.
If Alicia chose, what she did, she chose not to participate.
Several times.
Yeah, and that was okay with them. We just carried on. Like, we knew she was there, so she was getting something.
I heard. I was, yeah, I hear you.
Safe at Home gave all of us the tools, but it really did save my sanity, and it saved my daughter's life.
Yes, I can do it on my own now, but I know they're still there if I need them.
The fact is, the needs of many of the children that the Home for Little Wanderers serves follow them into young adulthood, beyond the age of legal emancipation or aging out of the system. Addressing those needs is the latest challenge adopted by the Home.
We want to help kids find their way home. That might mean at home with their parents or relatives. It might mean a foster family. And other times we want to wrap the services around the family, giving them the support they need for stability and well-being. Our community living program teaches our kids concrete skills like budgeting, shopping, and cooking. And it fosters the emotional growth they need to live successfully on their own. We recently created the Academic Support for College and Life program at Bridgewater State College. It's designed to address the unique educational, social, and emotional needs of kids who are transitioning out of the state systems of care and into higher education. I would like to think that that group of women who came together more than 200 years ago would recognize their own mission fulfilled in our work. I'm sure they would. You know, records tell us that the first child who came into our care back in 1800 was a young girl named Betsy D. Maybe someday I'll be able to tell you the name of the last child. But right now, the most important thing is that we are ready to help the next child, help them to achieve their full potential.